jump like I did. It's way easier than the ladder.
No.
It's not, just jump. It's like 7 feet.
Wild times.
Woo! It's the Wild Times, episode number 122. Welcome to our podcast. It is a fun podcast. We sit on Peter's couch. We drink delightful fat tire.
Yeah.
We banter about news, wildlife, creatures. Peter, I'm your host, Forrest Galante, the broologist. Joining me on my left, don't be sad.
Are you calling me a creature?
Joining me on my left, Papa P himself, the one and only producer,
Hello. What was the game with the elbow?
Buffalo.
I've declared that over.
Yeah.
Aw.
I declared it
It's
over.
never
after.
supposed to end. Just drink with your left.
It was
Good
declared
manners.
over the middle of him explaining it.
Ugh. And as usual, here, handsome, rugged Retep.
Thanks. I usually wear a black shirt on these podcasts because, somebody called me chubby. He said, "What's the chubby guy with the fruit picker? What's his problem?" And I'll tell you, sir. The problem is I didn't have a black shirt on. Happy to be here.
That's the only problem.
I'll tell you, sir. Don't acknowledge the hate. It doesn't help.
Sometimes I like to acknowledge the hate with comedy, though, because I get mad for a split second, and I'm like, oh, I'll search my name. There's 1,000 good comments, so keep the good comments coming.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent.
And
Well,
then I figure out the actual name of the guy who left the negative comment, and I hack his email account, and then take his socials over,
Oh, that's smart.
and I
That's
post.
smart.
I bet you could do that, actually.
No, I couldn't. I wish I could.
Oh, well, I'm never pissing you off because I'm scared of your computer
I
abilities.
have your full name.
and I barely know how to do email. So,
Fact.
Very
What's
true.
going on for us?
yeah, not much. Going to the lake this week with the fam.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. We're going to go hang out and do some wakeboarding, boating. That's it. That's all I
Dude,
got.
that sounds
I like the
fun.
thylacine shirt.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's pretty
Thylacine
sweet.
t-shirt.
Nice.
That's
Isn't that
pretty
cool?
cool.
What
Yeah.
does that say? Extinct? 1836?
extinct
1936?
1936.
1936.
That's Benjamin, the last living thylacine.
That's a nicely fitted shirt, too. That's
Dude,
nice.
it's the cool stuff. It all fits me really well. Yeah.
I
My
got
buddy
that.
Manny drew it and then put it on a shirt.
Oh,
so
dude,
I
that's a
got it.
really good drawing,
Sweet,
too.
right? Yeah, a little thylacine TT.
So you're going up to the lake with the family.
Yep.
Are you like off grid or are you?
No, so we've rented the same house there. We did it for like 4 years in a row and then COVID and everything, so we stopped doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to have really, really shitty Wi-Fi, so I'm hoping it's usable now.
Well, don't you have
Starlink?
Musklink?
Yeah, but I wasn't planning on taking it to a lake house. I was
Take
just
it.
hoping they'd
Take-
upgraded there.
Speaking of that, did you see that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are legitimately talking about doing a UFC-style cage fight?
No, shut up. That's not.
Yes, it is.
I
no,
love
it's
it.
not.
Yes,
Kyle,
it
pull
is.
it up. He's lying.
No, Elon Musk challenged Zuckerberg to a cage fight.
No way.
Wow.
And it's like Zuckerberg accepted.
No,
Oh
he
my God.
accepted?
This is
Yeah.
the best news I've
So
ever seen.
Mark Zuckerberg is super into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow.
So he just won a couple tournaments, BJJ
Okay.
tournaments.
Zuckerberg
He did?
Yeah.
That
What?
nerd?
Wow.
And Elon Musk admits that he never even works out. But he's
Yeah, but he's yoked.
bigger.
Elon Musk is 6'2".
Yeah, he's big.
And he's jacked.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
he's-
I'm thinking of Bezos. Elon Musk isn't jacked.
Musk
Never
is
mind.
just a big guy.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah,
husky.
He's 6'2". Zuckerberg's 5'7". But
Zuckerberg's
ludicrous.
5'7"?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a weasel. Let's go.
But I mean, if he's a brown belt or a black belt in BJJ, like,
Yeah.
what's Elon Musk gonna do?
Well, the other thing is they're not doing this for money. They must really want to do this.
Oh, I went down the wormhole. I read several articles. They
Please.
really hate each other.
oh, I didn't
Wow.
know that.
Yeah.
I assumed they were like same team.
No, they
Oh,
can't stand each
I've
other.
never paid for a pay-per-view UFC fight in my life. Paid for a lot of rugby games, but never paid for a pay-per-view fight.
This one?
I would pay $300 for this. That's the max. That's where I draw the line.
Wild times.
How crazy is this?
It's
I
crazy.
started picturing it, and I started feeling bad. I was like, I don't want to see. But it's like between the two of them, they're worth $300 billion. Like, why
Yeah,
would I
don't
feel
feel
bad
bad.
for a billionaire who,
No.
you know?
Who volunteers for what's going to be really shitty fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling bad.
It's
for
going to be a
him.
terrible fight where Elon will be gassed within probably a minute.
What
Oh,
if
so you got
Elon
your
just
money
gets
on
his
Zuck.
ass beat?
You got your money on Zuck, is what you're saying.
In that case, I'm absolutely look. If they set it for 6 months out, I will firmly believe that Elon Musk will be training for it 10 hours a day.
Yeah, what else is he going to do?
All right.
So
We've done this before. 4 MMA fighters or versus a chimp. Elon and Zuckerberg versus what's the toughest animal that those two could take on?
Like a domesticated bunny. Like, it's not big. Okay. Elon and Zuck, equal fight against 3 raccoons. I think
Really?
legitimately about as good as they could do.
Wow.
We saw that rabid raccoon on the pod.
Raccoons are intimidating creatures.
You
man.
don't think they
Hefty.
could take the raccoons?
3 of them?
I
don't
guess
think
if it's
so.
a fight till death, yeah, you probably get in there, just
Yeah.
take a lot of bites and scratches and break its neck.
But
think
that's
so.
it. That's the top tier.
yeah, not 4.
No.
I want
no
to see
way.
them fight. I not the raccoons. I want to see these two fight. Like, I
Me
think
too.
that would be awesome.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying, guys, if you like the Wild Times, check us out on Patreon. We put out 4 extra podcasts per month.
That's one commute a week that you're just going to be laughing and learning the whole time in the car. Hey, let me do something else. This is the late night content, the stuff that we can't show on YouTube because they'll kick us off YouTube.
It's the Cinemax of podcasts. Uncensored, raw dog. It's the Cinemax of podcasts. Check it out. Link right here. Me
So-
too.
That's in the news.
Yeah.
There's some more stuff in the news, and I really want to talk about
What is?
Let's go.
So,
What's
Forrest.
in the news?
it. Let me tee this one up
Please
because
do.
I want to throw this to you. You're an avid angler, one who likes
Is that a
to
golf club?
one who likes to fish.
Right. Okay.
What do you do if you're fishing in a river?
Mm-hmm.
You get something and it's pulling you hard. You reel it in, and it's a 9-foot long catfish.
Well, I would be ecstatic.
That'd be like a record.
So yeah, Wells catfish. It's like it's funny because you guys love Europe, right? You'd go to Europe anytime.
Yeah.
I hate Europe. I don't want to go to Europe. I swear to God, I don't like going to Europe. I don't want to go to Europe. I want to go to wild places.
Sure. Europe is tame.
The only reason that I would voluntarily go to Europe for a trip, not like, oh, the family wants to go see a fucking castle or
Yeah,
whatever,
fuck them.
is to fish for Wells catfish.
Really?
what-
Okay. So where do you do this?
Yeah.
So they're in Russia, and they come all the way down into Italy and a couple other places. But they're these catfish that get absolutely massive. In fact, Kyle, just quickly Google Wells catfish top water. Okay, and what's so cool about fishing for them? See if there's a video.
Holy cow.
What's so cool about fishing? Yeah. Look at this. Fishing for them is unlike almost every other catfish. You're not just soaking bait. You can actually toss these massive topwater lures that make all this noise.
Yeah.
And watch as this guy reels it in. Like, you'll just look at that.
Holy cow.
Boom. And
That
so you
thing is massive.
look at that. Look at
Dude.
the mouth. Boom, as he hits that top water.
Dude,
like,
I'm surprised that thing's not 9 feet long. Holy shit.
Wow,
yeah.
dude.
Oh, look, is that Coyote wearing one of my hex suits?
Looks
Sure
like it.
is. Yeah, sure is. That's hilarious. But yeah, no. So I think that like the Wells catfish is an incredible animal. Those European catfish, they get, I would say, an average one's like 6 or 7 feet, but up to that 9-foot mark. Is that what you're looking for?
I was looking for my
Jesus
my
Christ.
koozie.
Dude,
fine.
definitely elbow to the face. What's the game again?
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I
you drank
figured
what was
Kyle would.
left.
I
Well,
feel like
just,
Kyle would just cut to the,
The
shot of.
microphone. Yeah, you're going to have to cut that mic.
All right,
noise
let's
out.
keep
All right,
going
sorry.
here.
All right,
So-
Wells catfish.
Anyway, I just think they're amazing. They're these huge things. And then, Kyle, just quickly pull up like just a Google image of a Wells catfish. One of the weirdest things about them is they're just like a tapering cylinder. So look, they have this massive, massive head. You
Yeah.
go to that very first picture, Kyle. It doesn't really do it justice, but it's got this massive head and then just this snake-like body that basically just comes to an end. See it there where the guy's holding it? Go-
Yeah, there's one.
yeah, there you go. Go to the full image of one. So they're
It
just
really
they're-
is snaky, like
like-
an eel.
How weird is that morphology? Like if you look at our catfish, like Google a blue catfish, for instance, Kyle, to compare them. And we'll get to the news story here. I'm just excited because I like big
Yeah.
fish.
Oh, is there
Knife is-
news?
But like, that's what a catfish looks like, right? Go to that very first
Right.
picture there, the Noah one, right? It's the body of a fish. It's got the
Right.
fins, it's got the small dorsal, the large anal, just looks like large anal.
Did you say large
Yeah.
anal? I thought I misheard. I
No,
didn't-
large anal fin. But, that's what a catfish looks like. Then go back to the Wells if you can, Kyle. I'm not sure if you... Yeah. It just got this weird eel-like back
yes,
end.
it's
this
totally
giant
different.
head. Yeah,
Totally
and,
different.
And then they prey, like you saw, like they'll hit top water, they'll smash. I mean, they're just so flippin' cool.
So what kinds of things are they eating on the top water that's not a lure? Like a bird?
Ducklings, turtles, European pond turtles, ducklings, frogs, like basically anything. Like all catfish, they'll eat anything they can stick in their mouth. But
Are they, and not to derail from the news story because I'm excited about it and I don't know what it is, but are they like in danger? They're so big, I just feel like there can't be that many of them.
I don't think they are. Can you Google that, Kyle, what their conservation status is? I mean, I think that they're pretty good. They're one of those fish that's been well managed. I'm sure they were close to the
They probably
brink.
reproduce like mad.
Least concern. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thing about catfish, too. A lot of people don't know this. Catfish are the most diverse group of freshwater fish in the world. There's more types of catfish than there are bass, minnows, carp, anything else.
Wow.
There's gazillions of them, especially in the Amazon and places like that. But they're fantastically apt at reproduction. Like catfish just survive, which is amazing. So even when you see a big fish like that, least concern, which is incredible. But anyway, yeah, so this guy in Italy caught one, and maybe Kyle can find the picture, that is potentially the new world record at 9 feet. What is it, Kyle?
9'3".
9 feet 3 inches, which is a big ass catfish.
massive.
Yeah.
So
That's just under a football.
I think this is
or
cool.
basketball.
Alessandro Biancardi, who caught it, Fish and Game came and they measured it.
Yep.
9'3", so it's almost 2 inches bigger. But he didn't weigh it because he didn't want to harm the fish.
I love
good.
that.
So
good,
he got rid
good
of
for
it.
him.
And
this is it right here?
I think
That's
so.
Italian angler?
I think
I'm
that's
trying to
it.
find a pic to show you guys.
Dude,
for
that
comparison.
thing is that. If that's not it, that's still a 9
That's
foot
it, yeah.
one.
6. So the
My goodness.
previous record holder was also 646 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a big, big fish.
How do you even manage something like that on the water?
You just, as we say in the fishing game, you just put the wood to them.
Wow,
You
dude.
bend the rod and put your back into it, and just there's
'Cause
a lot
that-
of good sexual innuendos in this news story.
That thing's flopping around hardcore.
Oh yeah, they fight like crazy. Yeah, no, they
Yikes.
fight hard.
I mean, you saw it going after the lure. It was terrifying. It
This
looks
is
like a
why
bull
Pat
shark.
hates fishing, as we spoke about in the last podcast.
I mean, if I caught a fish like that, I'd be terrified.
dead,
of it. I
it
wouldn't.
would eat you.
I would have no idea how to get the lure out of its
Oh my
mouth.
god, I know.
I'd love it.
It's like sticking your hand in a mystery box and you pull out like an alligator or something.
So, Forrest, going
All right,
back
I'm
to
gonna
your
put this down. I was gonna find the biggest catfish I ever caught, which was a pretty cute story. Let's see if I can find it quickly.
But so I'm going to call you out on your bullshit here because
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Finally.
he's like, oh, I don't want to go to Europe. First of all. So I used to do the same thing. I was like, I want to go explore. I want to go to Hawaii and hike or go to Thailand and cruise around and see crazy shit, right?
Okay. Listening.
Did my
Paying
first like
attention.
proper Europe trip. Did Amsterdam and a little bit of Germany.
Yeah.
I was like, I am a fucking moron for not doing this more often. It was so
You loved
great.
Amsterdam.
It
You
was-
texted me every day from
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But you're not interested in maybe going checking out the taiga forest in Norway?
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. Norway's cool. And Norway's different. A lot of people don't know this, but Norway's the largest landowner in the world. Did you know that?
No.
No.
How could that? What? Norway is like this big on the map, isn't
Because
it?
they own most of the Arctic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What
So,
the
I mean,
hell?
Norway's
Yeah, a lot of those-
different. There's wolves, there's cool jungle and forests
Yeah.
and things like that. But overall,
Oh, so he's moving the goalposts now. That's what
I
he's
am
doing.
moving the goalposts. But overall, the point is that Europe to me is like sit around, drink wine, and that my time will come for that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's
Yes.
I'm not there yet. I'm
get about
still too immature.
3
Kyle,
4
stop
years.
pointing at the fucking microphone. I'll talk in the mic when I want to.
But let me. So while you look for that,
I've got it. I'm just
all right.
figuring
Just
out
hold
how to
on
send
though.
it to
Hold
Kyle.
on.
Okay.
I mean, his legs are being brightly lit by the
He's
sunlight
getting
here.
roasted. Yeah,
These
get
things. These are
some sun
literal
on those
toothpicks.
sticks.
Are you joking?
With like a dry kneecap.
Are you joking?
These are the worst
Dry
white.
kneecap. Are you
The
joking?
worst pale
Oh, see,
white
the
toothpicks.
light is killing me on the
These are a
definition
nightmare.
game here.
You should shave those just to make them look
Are you
better.
kidding? It's the light. If it wasn't for the light, you'd see so much
You
definition.
would see rippling, bulging.
These are rugby legs, my friend. They're very good legs.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that Forrest doesn't want to see wolves in Norway or
I think
polar bear.
if he
in
went out
Greenland.
there more, he would want to. It's just the idea. He like
Right.
you said, you're
I
drinking
don't
wine,
wanna
you're
go
sitting having
and
dinner.
sit around in Rome with a bunch of tourists and look at the fucking
Sure.
Vatican and stare at a painting
I get
and
that.
drink some wine and get fat and be like, oh, I had a great European vacation. Look at my pictures of the Parthenon. Oh, you've never seen one taken on an iPhone like this.
It is.
All right.
It is mostly about eating and drinking. I will say. Like,
Look at how fat Forrest was.
wow, a lot of shaming.
I actually
going on
wasn't.
here.
It was just my face.
I'm
but
just kidding. I was obese
So
as
that's
a child.
that's the biggest catfish you've ever caught.
It is.
That's
yeah.
a big ass catfish.
It doesn't look that. I'm 12, I think, in this picture, maybe 11.
Yeah.
And we went on a houseboating trip. That's a houseboat with my dad. And it was me, my sister, my dad, and a bunch of my dad's friends and other kids and stuff. And we were on Lake Kariba, which is used to be the largest man-made lake in the world. Got tons of fish in it, tons of Nile crocodiles, big bream, tilapia, and then this
Where is it?
pretty rare in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
This pretty rare catfish called a vundu. Okay, and a vundu,
Okay.
Kyle, maybe just real quick before we pull up a picture of a vundu, like just like we did.
vundu.
VHUND.
So you're on the Zambezi.
Yes. So
Oh, yes.
the Lake Kariba is the dammed part of the Zambezi River.
Okay.
So this
And
is a place you'd recommend people go?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's best houseboating trip you could ever have. There's wildlife everywhere, and we were wild, right? Like we'd run around. Like we had jet skis growing up because I lived on a farm with a dam and stuff.
Yeah.
and so we'd tow our jet skis to Kariba and then pull them behind the houseboat. But now keep this in mind. That's not like going to Lake Lopez to go jet skiing.
Right.
This is a lake with so many large Nile crocodiles that they can line the riverbanks. And my dad would be like, "There you go. Here are the keys. Have fun." Like
Dude, that
me
is
and-
insane.
age like 11, and like my little sister would be like ripping around on the jet skis. And anyway, so there's this pretty rare fish called a vundu in the lake that very few people catch. Really, it's a big catfish, but they're hard to catch. They're few and far between.
Okay.
And I tell my dad at the start of the trip, he's a big fisherman too, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna catch tigerfish and bream and blah blah." And I'm stoked. I love fishing. Like, yeah, let's go. And we catch a bunch of tigerfish. And then I say to him, "I really want to catch a vundu." And he's like, "Well, you're never going to catch a vundu." I was like, "Shut up, you stupid
Yeah,
kid."
like, the next
And I
thing
was
you know, you'll be an astronaut. Come
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. And my dad was like that too. He's like, "Fuck off, you dumb kid." And so I'm like sort of ignoring him, and I'm like, "All right, whatever." So the second night, we pull the boat into this little bay in the lake in Kariba, park up against the shore, and my dad's barbecuing up some chicken on the boat, and all the kids are there, and it's like drumsticks and thighs.
Yeah.
And I take my chicken, and my dad was really strict, so I had to like do everything.
Except for letting you like go into a lake full of Nile crocs.
That's
on
not
the-
strict. That's,
Okay.
I think he was hoping we'd get eaten, but no, he was super strict. So I had to like
Typical
sneak
man.
everything. So I take my chicken, I pretend I'm eating it, and I shove one of the thighs into my pocket.
Nice.
And I finish my plate, and everything's good. And I run downstairs on the boat, and I take a piece of rope, not fishing line, literal rope that ties the fenders on. And I take the biggest hook I have in my tackle box, which don't ask me why I had a hook that was like this big, but I just did.
Yeah.
Tie it on this rope with like a little kid knot, like literally like, probably did like the over under
the
loop
shoelace
through.
knot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And I tie it on, put this whole chicken breast on, and literally just dangle it over the side of the boat. Go to bed, play with the other kids, hang out, whatever. In the morning, all right, guys, it's time to go. We're moving the boat. And I go to pull up the rope. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
I
you
go.
thought it was caught on something?
Thought it was stuck.
Yeah.
So I go and get my dad, and I'm like, Dad, here's what I did. I took a big hook and I put on. He wasn't mad or anything, but he was like, all right. And so he comes downstairs to the boat and he grabs the rope and he starts pulling. And he's like, we'll just break it off. I'm like, no, it's my biggest hook. I don't want to lose it. And he's like, all right, let me see if I can fix it. And he's like pulling at it. And all of a sudden he goes, woof, like to the side of the rail, like pulling him over. And he's like, holy shit, there's a crocodile on here. And so he's pulling this thing and there's just splashing going everywhere. And him and the guy that was the boat captain and the cook all come running out. And the three of them together pull in that it's like a 6 foot long catfish.
Yeah.
And landed on the boat. And they're just fucking shocked, just flabbergasted. And I'm like, yep.
So that's
I
a
got
vundu.
this. A vundu, yeah.
Look at how happy he is.
I
Is
was
it
stoked.
catch and release or you eat them?
So the boat guys wanted to eat them. Everybody wanted. My dad wanted to stuff them, put them on the wall. And me being the little conservationist I was, I refused. And my dad ultimately, it's funny because I remember my dad was really like, no, you're gonna mount this fish. And I was like almost crying. And I was like, Dad, please, can we let it go? And he was like, well,
Good on you,
you
mate.
caught it. It's your choice. And so we dumped it back over the side.
Nice.
And that's the only fucking picture I got because this is back in the days of like film cameras.
Oh yeah,
and,
the
the
yellow
little like
disposable.
snap. So
Exactly.
my dad took one photo of me kneeling. Now I'd be like, Mitch, take another one. All right, this angle, change the light. You know,
Yeah.
take 700 photos.
This
of
is
it,
also
but
like a scanned actual Kodak photograph.
That's exactly
not
what
like
it
a
is.
digital.
That's
you
a
know.
photo of a photo
Yeah.
in my mom's photo album.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Are you wearing jorts?
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Always.
Tight jorts on a 12-year-old.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really
It's
weird. Never mind. I was
Good,
just-
good upper thigh.
Okay, before we get to this next news story,
Why are
we've
you
got-
looking at me like
We've
that?
got to do something.
Dude.
There's a porthole skylight in Peter's ceiling, which no one's ever seen.
I think he put it in yesterday.
It looks like the second
Look at
coming
my
of
lap.
Christ
it looks like
over
my
here.
Lap is
Yeah, go
nuclear.
put some darker pants on, please. No one's gonna watch this.
It's
All right,
gonna be too distracting.
Yeah, get some
Also-
your darkest pair of jeans, please.
Oh, it's such a bad leg. Look at zero definition in the calf. Have you ever lifted weights with those legs?
It's pretty beefy.
Nah, it's not. I should show you mine. Come here, look at this. Oh, look at this thing right here. Oh, look at that.
It's like a cinder block.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's got a
I'm-
neighborhood dad calf.
I'm gonna mailman calf. Oh God, please cover your genitalia. Thank you.
So, all right.
Yeah. I also put my head into a ponytail too, just for continuity, so he's not the only one with something different.
Jesus. So,
What a mess.
I saw this in the news.
What do you got?
Imagine you're a aspiring model on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is. Forrest kind of is.
You decide you want a new puppy for your social media influencing. So you drive, a new puppy.
Okay.
You want to make No, you want one. You're like, how am I going to up my social media game? I'm going to get a cute puppy.
The only way.
Yeah. Paris Hilton made her dogs famous. I'm going to do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I
she
need a
did.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, but maybe a Pomeranian.
Sure.
Okay.
So we all know what Pomeranians look like.
Yeah.
Little fluffy things.
Small, fluffy, cute,
Yeah.
white.
So you drive to
you're
the
white.
Mexican border
Yep.
Yep.
and you buy a purebred Pomeranian.
Nice
Okay.
discount pup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Get discount. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Purebred
A little
pup.
risky going to the
$1,000.
Mexican border, but
You
yeah.
go to the Mexican
Yeah,
border.
You go there for plastic surgery. You go there for puppies.
Medical care.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Heroin.
Yeah.
The dog starts growing.
Yeah.
It's a wolf.
Oh,
No, this isn't a real story.
Yeah.
This is not a real story. Nobody in
Yeah.
history has
Are you-
mistaken a Pomeranian for a wolf.
Are you kidding me? Is there
Amanda
a picture of
Wells
this thing?
did.
Oh,
Or
well,
whatever her
first
name
of all,
is.
she seems awful.
Oh, come on.
Um,
Don't say that. We don't know her.
That's true.
Oh my God. That's the puppy?
I thought this.
Dude, that looks like a little husky, first
It
of
does
all.
look like a little husky. Yeah, it's adorable though.
It's so cute,
It's not
but
a wolf. Shut up.
it's dude,
Might
there's
be a
no
wolf.
way. Is that a wolf?
It's being reported in the news that it's a wolf.
It's dude, look
yeah,
at as
no,
it
there-
grows.
That's turning into a wolf. Holy shit. Still beautiful though.
People are speculating
looks
that's
like a-
probably more of a hybrid.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
wolf dog.
yeah, it
wolf
looks like a
dog.
husky to me.
By the
That is
way,
hilarious though. What
Yeah, a Pomeranian.
What a disaster situation.
Yeah, I do gotta say though,
probably going to end up at the wolf rescue.
For sure. And also, what happens when it hits 40 pounds? And you're like, Pomeranian max size was like 18 pounds. Why
Dude.
is it now 40?
that dog already looked like
Oh,
it was 40.
Kyle.
Oh God, no, but I am gonna call it out. Like to me, that looked like a husky. Maybe it's not a wolf, but to mistake a Pomeranian for a husky or a wolf.
Can you just pull up a baby like a puppy Pomeranian, please?
Look at how cute those little huskies are.
Oh,
my
there's
God.
no cuter puppy.
They're so cute, man.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, that's ludicrous.
I don't even think
Yeah.
they make black and white Pomeranians. I don't even think that's a thing.
Wow. The person who sold her that dog too for probably like $400.
Oh, they do. No,
Oh.
look, I mean, that's pretty understandable.
Yeah.
Go to that first picture there.
Yep,
Kyle.
yep. I stand corrected.
Yeah, and then go to her picture if you would, please.
Yeah, it's like I guess I could see how you could possibly.
I get it.
If you don't know
I mean,
anything
that's-
about animals,
I don't know. I look at that thing. I'd go, cool husky. Where's
Yeah.
the Pomeranian?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
True.
But listen, she got a sweet dog, so good
well,
on her.
well,
Yeah,
not to
until
mention-
it mauls someone,
And not to mention, it's made news all over the world
which is
because
her
it's just such a
ultimate-
dumb story.
It's
Because
also her ultimate goal.
exactly.
Oh, hear me out now, dude. This now I'm calling bullshit, dude.
The whole thing's a
The
stunt.
whole thing is just to get her Instagram. She's an influencer. She's trying to get PR.
She says in the video, "I can't believe they lied to me and promised me that it was a purebred Pomeranian." It's
I'm
like,
with Peter.
Let's get her. She needs to
That's
come
it.
and produce
What's her name?
for us.
Samantha. What did it say it was? You're on.
Amanda Hamilton.
Amanda, you're on the pod.
Don't follow her,
Unfollow.
or do,
God.
but don't do what you want.
No, just
Just do whatever you
comment
want.
on comment on all her videos with at Wild Times Pod.
That's gonna hurt. Okay, that's fine. I hope she doesn't have a lot of followers. All right. Well,
Oh, I want to
that's
ask you this.
interesting.
That's incredible, though.
Friend of the pod, Courtney Borgerson. She's
Yes.
never been on.
Love Courtney.
We could have her on sometime.
We should have her on.
She was
She's
on
really
two
interesting.
Extinct or Alive, but she's in Madagascar with her family now. I follow her on social media. She posted a video of
What? What did I do wrong?
She posted a video the other day of her daughter eating a baobab fruit. It looked delicious.
Great.
I didn't know you could eat the baobab.
Oh
fruit.
yeah, big old fleshy like pod, and you get inside of it.
So is it like cutting into a coconut?
Pull up a picture, Kyle. It's like a shelled husk, and then
Yeah.
inside of that you get these soft. They're very tart
Okay.
and chalky, but the flavor's nice. It's like this the texture's chalky. It's
It
like,
looks like a
interesting.
stuffed chicken or chicken leg, like a
in that
pillow.
picture for sure. But no, yeah, they're great. You can grind up the seeds and make flour out of them, and then
Really?
so
I
they're
didn't
really
realize.
dry. What you don't realize looking at it is those seeds are dry on the inside. They're not wet. So when
Okay.
you put it in your mouth, you have this like literally it's like the consistency of chalk, but then your saliva like wets it and it gets like soft and
Almost like
delicious,
eating like
but-
a freeze-dried like strawberry.
Exactly.
That
No,
is
they're great.
fruity.
Baobab fruit's great. And other people don't know this. You can eat baobab leaves too. Baobab leaves make great bush spinach. Like young leaves of the baobab, you pick them and you boil them and you make great bush spinach out of them.
Wow, bush
I'm
spinach,
annoyed that
sounds
we were there
disgusting.
and we didn't. Nobody was like, "Hey, should you want to try some baobab fruit?"
I think it was wrong season when we were there.
Oh, also I was dying.
yeah, that too.
Wait, is that
I
when you
forgot.
got
Yeah,
violently
it was
ill?
weird.
Yeah.
It was the first few hours of my near-death experience.
This is Madagascar you're talking about?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's the worst
shortly-
trip we've ever been on.
Sure, I was gonna say shortly before Forrest succumbed to the same illness.
I feel bad, but
Worst trip
I
we've
definitely left that trip saying like 2 times is the max amount of times for me in Madagascar.
yeah.
As great and we saw almost everything.
Yeah.
We covered
Yeah.
the country, and then we almost got murdered in a casino. We had the full experience.
We did. But
nice.
and both times you had to leave there. Well, didn't have
Yeah.
to. You didn't leave the second time, but
Yeah.
neither time was a good experience for you.
Yeah, there's a
overall.
lot of very, very sick, very, very sick people. I have a lot of my rock collection.
from Madagascar.
Yeah, I got a bunch of. There's a bunch of like really interesting geology there, where there's
Oh,
certain
yeah.
crystals and things like that that are only found in.
And
Wow,
those
that's
markets
interesting.
like around Antananarivo that have all the fossils and the rocks
yeah.
and
That's where
incredible.
you illegally smuggled out those gems from, right?
The rectum gems?
Some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. But
Just a little bribery.
That was where he got pulled aside.
I don't know how illegal it was because the authorities with guns let me go.
right,
Yeah.
right.
because you gave them some chewing gum, right? What did you give them? Don't even remember.
I gave them $30.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yep.
And
Well,
I could have gotten out for a lot less.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
That
They
will
were
do it.
when you saw their reaction and they were like stoked, wide-eyed, like it was their
Oh yeah,
birthday
Yeah,
present.
Yeah. All right, you want to do a game?
Oh
Have we
my
done a game?
God, yes.
Do a game.
All
We haven't
right.
done a game yet.
Yeah, I want to do multiple.
you got one?
games.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Fact or fiction?
Ooh,
Oh, we haven't done this one in a
haven't done
while.
that in a minute.
Play along, keep score at home. If you're listening on the drive, you're sitting in traffic, have fun.
Yeah.
See how many you get right.
Just do it.
I'll keep track of how many each of you all get right. I know the answers to these. Fact or fiction? The Arctic tern holds the record for the longest migration of any bird, traveling from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back each year.
I was under the impression that the Arctic and the Antarctic are the same place, so I'm gonna go
No, he wasn't.
fiction.
I
Fiction.
think he is.
Fiction.
Did you think the Arctic and Antarctic were the same?
Well, yeah, I read it on a cereal box.
They're not.
Still upset about that.
Okay.
No, they're on the
Um,
opposite ends.
So
right?
you're saying fact?
No, I'm going to say fiction, and my reasoning was that, but obviously I'm just kidding. I know.
I thought it was like the wandering albatross that was the longest migration. Maybe that's the longest.
I think
flight.
that's
I
the
don't know.
longest time in flight without landing.
It might be.
I'm
I'm not sure.
99%
I'm
sure
suck
it
at
is.
birds. I'm always bad at birds. People always make fun of me.
a
1
bad bird
point
guy.
for Peter if you're playing along at home.
Oh, that's right. What did I say?
It's a fact.
Didn't you?
It is-
Also
Well, I
say
did
fiction?
say fiction, but
Yeah, we
that's
both
okay.
said
Oh, he said fiction. No points for
It
anyone.
was
Yeah.
confusing how it happened, though.
Yeah,
It
so.
was.
no points for anyone.
No.
Moving on.
All right, what's next? What's next?
Fact or fiction, Peter? Sharks are immune to all diseases, including cancer.
Wow. I want this to be true so bad, so I'm going fact.
I mean, they're definitely immune to cancer. I'm gonna go fact 2.
That is incorrect. It is fiction.
Okay.
Oh,
No
man.
points awarded still.
They do not find that there is cancer in sharks.
Yeah.
But they're, of course, not entirely immune to all diseases.
I was just guessing. Yep. I probably should have known that.
A little outlandish.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right. Daddy long-legged spiders are highly venomous, but their fangs are too short to bite humans.
You know, I've heard this multiple times in my past, and I've always in my head been like, is this an old wives' tale? But since I've heard it so many times, I'm gonna say fact.
Wow. Are we unanimous on everything? I'm also gonna say fact. Also because I've heard it my whole life.
Okay. It is actually fiction.
Dude,
They're
we're
mildly
horrible.
venomous.
This
or
is an
what?
urban myth. Daddy long-legged spiders are not highly venomous, and their fangs are also not too short to bite humans.
Wow.
But they do
Jeez.
have some
Dude,
venom.
I'm sucking today. Don't worry. It's both of us.
Listen,
Zeros
I might win
across the board.
I could win this one.
All right, let me give you a softball, guys.
Okay. Good. Good. Good.
Peter,
Yeah.
bats are in fact flying rodents.
Wow. I'm going to say fiction because I think that they're some species of their own self.
Well, I mean, they're definitely a mammal. They're closely related to rodents. Depends how this is worded, I guess. Okay, well, I'm gonna go fact.
Okay.
Okay. That's fiction. Bats are not
you go.
rodents.
You
They
go.
belong
I'm
to
gonna
the
win this one.
Cheroptera order.
I knew it was like a new
Which
thing,
is
like a
separate from
Closely
rodents.
related, though. That's why I
I
didn't
think
know
Forrest
how they were
knew, and he
delineated.
literally
Yeah.
just wanted
The only
to spit
flying-
out the point.
Yeah, the only flying rodent is the pigeon.
That's right.
Really? Shut the dude. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to tell everybody.
All right, here we go. The black and white mimic octopus is capable of changing its color, shape, and behavior to imitate other animals, such
Ooh.
as sea snakes and lionfish.
Oh my God. I want this to be real.
I mean, it's a type of octopus. You love them.
I know that the first two
Behavior,
parts
what-
of it are the same. The behavior thing's the only thing I'm considering, but that means like the way that it moves. All right, I'm going fact.
This one's a fact.
Damn
this
it.
one's well known.
A
So you said
confident-
fact.
I was
Fact
hoping you said fiction.
From Forrest is correct.
Okay.
This one's a known one.
That's
Mimic,
crazy.
Mimic octopus are pretty insane.
Wait, so I just said it.
So they'll
Mimicking
change
the
how they swim to
behavior.
look like a
everything.
sea snake?
Yeah, you can. They'll even move
That's
through
amazing.
the water. They'll crawl like crabs on their legs. They'll pick up a shell and put it over their back to look like a snail. They
Dude,
do
and
insane
these
stuff.
aren't alien. These
I
are
know.
from Earth. Are you kidding
yeah.
me?
Yeah, look at
No
this.
shit.
Ludicrous.
That's the legs of it, like looking like a sea snake.
Bro,
They're wild.
that is incredible.
Yeah, they're amazing animals.
Super
Wow,
cool.
Mimic octopus. I got to log that in the brain.
All right,
Thing's
so
amazing.
2-1, Peter. In seahorses,
Good. It's good.
is this fact or fiction, guys?
Mhm, mhm.
In seahorses, the male gives birth to the young, the live young.
God, I feel like we just had something like this on the pod, and it was like this is like a trick question. The male, I'm gonna say fiction because I think it's some kind of trickery.
This one is a fact. Full gestation, birth, child care, everything.
2-2.
So-
Fact. Yeah.
Wait, it's not that it goes from male to becoming female or anything
No.
crazy like that.
Not
Doesn't clone
sexually
itself?
dimorphic.
So the female has sex with the male, and the male has the babies.
Well, I'm not sure how you want to phrase the first part. They have sex together, and then yes,
Well, you know what I'm
it's,
saying,
it's consensual.
it's
largely
consensual,
I
and then the
understand
male
that.
has the babies and carries
dude.
them.
All right, I'm learning.
All right,
things
2-2.
today.
Has
Is this the
contractions and
last one?
everything. Yeah,
That's wild. How do these people know that? How did people study that
I
the
don't know.
seahorse
but
has
it's a
contractions?
known thing.
All right. Hopefully, those listening at home have gotten more than 2 correct, but you each have 2.
Seriously. It's
All
not
right.
good.
The blue whale, fact or fiction? The blue whale is the largest animal to have ever existed, even larger than any known dinosaur species.
Wow, that's a tough one. That's a good one. Because obviously, I want to just say fact because that is the largest animal now.
Yeah,
But it can't
but
be.
dinosaurs were big, weren't
Yeah,
they?
it can't be. Dinosaur. There had to have been bigger dinosaurs than, even though the blue whale's huge. But I'm gonna go fiction.
This is definitely a fact. Well, we always
What?
think of all the
Fact.
megafauna and think, man, it must have been so cool to see all the big animals. Biggest animal that ever existed is right now.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that is honestly might be one of the most fascinating things I've
Yeah.
ever
Cool,
learned
huh?
on the
Yeah,
podcast.
it is
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
2 more.
Okay.
3-2, Forrest.
Wow.
The African elephant is the largest land animal in the world right now, alive, currently.
Another big animal. I know the African elephant has been touted as a large animal.
It's good. Good.
People
Peter.
have been saying.
People- yeah, I've seen it on Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. God damn it! I'm gonna say this is a. What I'm just trying to think of the other animals. Fact. I gotta go fact.
Yeah, fact for sure.
Yep.
Nothing bigger.
Both.
Nothing
Are we
bigger.
tied?
Both correct. Nope. 4-3 Forrest.
Oh man.
Last one. Kangaroos can cover 40 feet
40 feet.
horizontally.
That's double the length of this room.
Yeah.
No fiction.
They can jump 40
In
feet
one
in
bound?
one jump. One bound.
No fiction.
Single bound. Big
Oh, wow.
red kangaroo? Yeah. 40 feet sounds doable. About an 8-foot
Kyle?
long animal.
Fiction. What's the drum roll?
That is a fact.
Haha.
That's wild.
Damn
40.
it.
It's so far.
That's
How is that
insane.
possible?
Well, and look, like a large
40
red
feet.
kangaroo is probably 7-8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're approximately 6 feet tall, so that would be like us jumping. I'm doing Pat's math here, like 36 feet, 32 feet,
Wait. Okay, so you did
30.
that
30.
30 feet.
one of those animated videos that we just started putting out.
The flea one.
The flea one.
Yeah.
So that was you can jump a tall building. A flea
40-story building.
A flea is the
The
longest
highest.
jump.
No, the highest
The
jump.
highest.
in relation
Relative
to
to
its
its
body
height.
size.
Man,
Yeah.
40 feet is wild.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if it's
Stories
if
of
it's
flea
8
kingdom.
That's crazy.
feet long, if it's 8 feet tall and it jumps 40 feet, it's 5 times its height.
Yeah.
It's still not getting close to the flea boy.
No.
Yeah.
But imagine that flea jump. I mean, a 40-story building for us.
Yeah.
And like that would just be fine. Like you just be like,
Yeah, like does it
that would, like,
multiple
take
times
time.
in a
You'd
row.
be like,
Yeah.
Why isn't there a
Man.
superhero called the Flea?
there is.
There is.
Or the tick.
The
No,
tick.
Oh,
That's
the
so,
tick.
Yeah.
Also, what is that? What is a tick special power? Why is there a tick
It
and not a
burrows
flea?
into you and annoys you and gives you Lyme disease.
They made an Amazon show, The Tick. I tried watching it. It's
Well, it's a
really
cartoon,
bad.
right?
No, they made a
live action? Because
Yeah.
it used to be a cartoon, and I watched it. It was
It's
really
not-
good.
The Tick was great, the cartoon.
Yeah,
And I
loved
loved it
it.
as a kid. That's why I was like, oh, I'll watch the Amazon live action.
That's tough.
It's brutal.
The live action stuff that they make out of old cartoons and stuff. It's like 1 in 20 is any good.
that sticks, that you're like,
That's
wow,
like-
that was good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what was really good, watching the Super Mario movie.
Yeah,
That was
Oh, is it
great.
good?
Oh, it's really good.
Interesting.
Really, really
they're
good.
showing that in my neighborhood. They do a movie at the
Dude,
park.
You won't.
What?
You won't tonight.
Too hot.
Not
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
No.
No, it's really good. You guys should go.
Have you ever seen a blue whale?
Oh, yeah. Plenty.
Okay.
So what's that like?
Very dwarfing.
So, like honestly, like so you're.
So I've struggled. Sorry, go ahead.
no.
I've struggled to get in the water close with them. So I've been in the water with them, and they've like swum by in the hazy distance, but I've never had those like incredible lunge feeding right in front of me, like those
Right.
interactions, which people get, but
The
they're
lunge
rare.
feeding is when it comes up and does that.
Yeah, like lunges out, and yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And people get it. It's just it's not something that I've been able to witness in the water. But I've been right next to him in my boat and stuff like that.
Where? What,
In Santa
Wild.
Barbara.
what? Blue
here.
whale?
Yeah.
I had no idea they ever went through Santa
Oh
Barbara.
yeah, we get
Yeah.
them right here, right off the coast,
Really?
pretty regularly too. That's lunge feeding.
So I saw one from a helicopter. And so, looking down and
Yeah.
it was up at the surface.
Yeah.
It looked like a snake. Like
Oh, how long it is?
They're
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
How many?
even as big around as their bodies are, they're so much longer than they
Yeah.
are wide.
Dude, I mean, honestly, the fact that they're the largest animal ever in history is like. So how long are they?
You can walk inside.
You can walk
you
inside
could easily work inside one.
can
Yeah,
walk.
you can walk
Set up a
inside
desk.
one of their heart arteries.
What?
Yeah.
I said set up a desk.
one. Set up a desk in one of their heart arteries.
Wait, in one of their artery
Yeah,
chambers?
look that up, Kyle. I remember
That is
hearing or reading that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's how
It's
big
it's
they are.
honestly almost incomprehensible without actually seeing it in person because the brain just won't go there. You're
Yeah.
just like walking an artery.
Yeah,
Like,
look-
oh
yeah.
my
Look at the
god!
size of the arteries.
Holy crap, dude!
Yeah.
It looks like a lovely place to work.
Honestly, like I was just so side tangent here. I've been taking my kid to this one of those like gymnasium things, and I was talking to my wife. I was like, look at how easy it would be to just start one of these up. You just have to make it the coolest one.
The
Yeah.
kid gymnasium.
Yeah, like you just
yeah.
have to have the coolest shit there. put one of those in there. Not a real one, but like
Yeah,
a model
just like the
of
one
a.
they just showed.
And then
model
like
one.
teach facts.
Yeah.
Fucking put it on there like the.
Oh, dude, that'd be a
Good
great
idea.
kid play gym.
Yeah.
Because by the way, they're good fun for adults too.
They are.
Um,
It's fantastic.
Trampolines and all sorts of shit. But you make it so that when
Animal-centric.
you go through the door,
Yeah.
Yep.
that you're being swallowed by a whale.
Oh my God, that would
The
be
intestines are tube
Yep.
slides.
Intestines are tube
I'm not even
slides.
off
Tongue
air
is a giant
conversation.
trampoline
There
pad.
you go.
What else?
Off air conversation. Nifty will partner and open this somewhere.
We only need $4 million.
Yep.
No,
Right.
dude, it's
And
such a
really
good
art
investment that
department.
Yeah.
anybody who wants to invest, they can be in. For
Wild Times, throw $6 each at this, and we will have nearly enough money for the trampoline.
if you think it's a good idea, at least comment and talk about what your gymnasium.
Yeah,
for your
you could
kid
do a
would look like.
blowhole themed water feature.
Dude,
Oh,
this would
yeah.
be a good battle.
Well, the whole
royale.
thing would be a blast. I'm not even kidding.
You go around a tube slide and then you go through the anus.
Shoot out, and there's chocolate pudding on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You shoot into the pudding room.
This is amazing.
Pudding room.
Yeah. I
All
think
right,
this is
very
brilliant.
good.
That's a good one.
While we're
Very
speaking of weird, unusual, bizarre animal features,
We were. Yeah.
Patrick did a game. I want to do a game. Hey, Brosteners, thank you for being loyal subscribers. We appreciate everything that you do. And now we have a membership offer for you.
I think you can get ad-free episodes, I heard.
That's pretty big.
Ad free's big, but you can also get your comments looked at, so we don't have to sift through the millions.
How do you do
Comments
that?
there.
Is there some sort of badge system?
There's a badge system, a loyalty badge. Boom. Shows up next to your name in the comments. Boom.
Oh,
We
man.
read the comment.
All this badge talks make I'm going to the badge store.
He's going to
You're
get
a
a badge.
badger.
He's gonna buy one. Didn't earn it. He's gonna buy one.
He did a fake leave.
I assumed Kyle would know to cut
Embarrassing.
on the motion.
All right, let's cut now. That's our ad. So,
We've got another game. Games galore.
bizarre animal of the week.
No. What? Wait, didn't we? Oh, you did fact fiction.
What in cousin fucking tarnation?
Oh, you're kidding me. I haven't moved.
You're-
I'm sitting here like a robot.
He's like literally fidgeting and doing all this shit.
His hands never leave it.
It's ludicrous.
I have
It's
not
like a little
moved
kid who
once.
keeps tugging
This?
on his penis.
It's so in the headphones too. It's like thump 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 thump.
Oh,
thump.
shut up. Much better. All right. Ugh. All right, bizarre animal of the week.
All right.
I like this. I've never gotten one right.
I like learning.
Neither of us have ever gotten one right.
I don't think so. No, that's
They're
okay.
very difficult.
They are, but the Brosteners get them, or at least they say they get them because
Yeah.
they write it on
Okay.
the internet.
I
Like-
believe I will say this. I think we did one on a YouTube live and people were getting
Got it early.
Yeah, definitely. Right
I
off
mean,
the bat.
I believe that. I think our
Dude,
listeners
every time
are
we
educated.
talk to one of our brosteners, like meet with them or whatever.
Yeah.
They're all like fucking PhD students. Or like,
Genius.
I know it's embarrassing. They're
Yeah.
like way
It's
smarter
embarrassing.
than
much
any
more
of us.
educated than we are.
Yeah, yeah, and they're the worst for me is when they reference something we said 48 podcasts ago.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
"Remember?" And I'm like, "No, not even a little
They're
bit."
literally
Like, I had 3
PhDs.
Smirnoff Ices by then, pal.
They're PhDs in our lives.
Yeah,
After
straight
watching
up.
200 episodes.
Appreciate.
Yeah, we
All
might
right.
have the most educated audience on YouTube.
No question.
That's
No
probably
question.
true.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, bizarre animal of the week. All right, so your first clue is that this animal has elongated, slender-looking legs.
Is it you?
I think I know what it is. I'm going to guess without
Did you
hearing
hear that?
another
Did you
clue.
hear a shitty joke?
That's good.
I
All
missed
right,
it.
sorry,
I'm
go ahead.
They are lovely, long,
Better when
slender.
they're covered.
It's
Could've
funny
been a
because I
ballerina.
heard his joke, but I was so excited to possibly ruin your whole segment by getting it right now.
Yes,
oh, okay,
do it.
that You just didn't.
I'm
All
just
right,
going to start with my first guess.
please.
Maned wolf.
Very nice. Good guess.
Okay.
End of the game. No.
Swear to
Oh,
God,
okay.
that's
No,
it.
no.
I'm leaving the podcast.
Okay.
I don't have a guess yet. I need more.
Okay. Long appendages like legs. Right?
Sexy.
Yep.
It's known for its remarkable ability to remain completely motionless for long periods of time while hunting.
Well, hunting.
I'm going to venture a guess because I was watching relaxing animals on the TV with my kid, and I saw what I thought was a picture of a fox, and it was completely still.
Yep.
And
long,
then
slender legs.
It was very long and slender, right?
And then it just does the jump.
Well, no, it just moved a little, and I was like, oh, it's not a picture.
Oh.
Is
So
it a
fox.
fox?
Nope, not a fox. Good guess.
Is it a mammal? All right.
All right, so long, slender appendages that resemble legs. Sitting
Wait, they
still.
resemble legs now.
They're not true legs. They're
Okay.
not true legs.
That's a good hint.
Sits very still, perfectly still, waiting to ambush prey.
Okay.
And with its specialized, unique sensory structure on its head, it senses prey.
Type of fish that has leg-like things, deep sea. It's some sort of deep sea shrimp.
Okay.
I'm definitely, once you said that, I know about the lamp of Lulina on the top of the shark's head. So I
literally didn't know what he
It
was
took
saying.
me a minute.
Yeah,
I think it's a sea creature of some sort.
with the lamp of Polinas.
No,
Yeah.
the lamp of Lulina.
What is it? What's the real name?
Ampullae of Lorenzini.
I was close.
Yeah, so you were right there. Very good.
All right,
very
next,
good.
Next,
Need another
okay.
hint.
Next clue.
It is indeed a deep sea creature that is
Ooh.
able to withstand extreme environmental conditions.
Yeah.
So this is like
We're
like-
down deep.
Yeah,
I'm sticking
we
with
got
my-
some
can
weird
live on like
looking
a
legs.
volcanic.
some sort of crustacean.
Okay.
Next.
Next, it spends its life standing upright using these log legs for balance.
That sounds exhausting.
But you're thinking of deep sea, you're not thinking of something standing on the
No,
boat.
not at all.
No,
Okay.
that's why I
Definitely
went
not.
crustacean.
So we've got this weird creature that stands completely motionless in the deep, deep ocean
Yeah.
and spends its whole life resting, landing dead still on these long
Is this one of
legs.
the creatures that David Grush was talking about in his alien interview?
All right, next.
So, our bizarre animal of the week that has all of these unique features.
Oh, wait. Are you going to say it right now?
No, I got two more.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
Okay.
get to him.
Also, feeds on tiny little organisms that pass by without moving much.
Yep. Sticking with a shrimp of some sort.
Okay, Peter, anything?
I mean, I'm going to go with just something I don't know the name of the species of, but I'll describe it physically. It's one of those like filter feeder things that are by
That has a lamp of Lulini.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. It has a lamp of Luini. That's
All right,
right.
last clue.
Sounds delicious.
I don't need to recap. Well, I will because it's the last clue, and then I'll give it away. So you've got a weird deep sea creature that stands on these bizarre leg-like appendages, stays motionless on the bottom of the ocean, eating prey that comes near to its face when it detects it with its specialized organs, and its retinas and its eyes are pointed both front and back.
I don't understand this. Now, I understand why you need eyes pointed to the front. I don't need to. Why do I need to see what my brain's doing?
Don't know.
All right.
That's just what this
All right.
creature
Oh, my
decided.
God. No, it's a fish.
Okay. Final guess.
Listen, I have no idea, but I just think it's cool. It's that fish that has like the clear dome where you can see its.
Bubblehead fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
I'm going
it's
with
some sort of deep sea pistol shrimp.
Good guesses.
Yeah, right.
You're both pretty close. It is a deep sea fish known as the tripod fish.
The
What?
tripod
Take a look at this
fish.
creature. Look at this thing.
It just stands there.
It stands on the bottom
Oh
of the
my
ocean
God.
on these weird tripod-like
I've never
fin
heard of this.
appendages.
Dude, the appendages. They're
and when
like
it
catfish
swims
whiskers.
away, those become soft and limp and like trail. Oh, you saw it in that one picture
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It trails
Yeah.
behind them. So yeah, literally just this. No other fish looks anything like this in the
That
world.
is
That's
crazy.
wild.
And
How
it's just a
crazy
little
is it?
guy. Little guy?
I actually don't know how big they are because I've never
Doesn't-
seen anything.
Wow.
to
Look
scale.
very big, but you can't see any scale. It looks.
But yeah, look
tiny.
at that. Imagine being down in a sub and seeing that, and then all of a sudden it bolts away, and those weird structures just like become like floppy noodles.
It's literally just like the laziest fish in the world.
Pretty much. Yep.
I
pretty
mean,
much.
it's just standing on stilts
Yeah,
and
I mean,
chilling.
My
That's
guess is
incredible.
that it's probably not very big, right? Because it's not eating a lot.
Yeah, look at that when it's swimming. Oh no, that's a dead one. Never mind. Can you look it up? The size of them? I don't know. I mean, not a lot of things in the deep sea are particularly big. So
What do you think the purpose of the eyes that look at the brain are for?
12 inches,
Well, that's
Oh,
pretty
that's bigger than I
big.
thought.
14 inches. I mean, that's
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
way bigger.
trout.
It's weird
Yeah.
how it's just completely thrown off when there's no scale on the ocean
Yeah,
And
bottom.
nothing.
Thought it
And
was
you
tiny.
never
Yeah.
know. And all those deep sea pictures are like that too, where
Yeah.
you just see the singular animal and nothing else, and you just never have any idea what the size of it is.
Those little tripod legs are 3 times the body length.
Oh
so
my
those are
God.
like 3 feet long.
Yeah,
So that fish is way bigger than I thought.
that'd be the coolest fish ever to have in an aquarium. Just sitting there
Just
like that,
stands
and then
there.
just swims around like land. It'd be All right, so that was fun. I can't see anything,
Dude,
by the way.
Yeah, this is a disaster.
Look at what I look like on the thing.
Bro.
I don't even
Oh
look
my
real.
God.
No, we have
I look
to
like
fix
a
this.
super villain.
We have to fix
my
it.
God. I gotta fix this.
But what are you
what
gonna
are you
do?
gonna do?
It's
I'm-
a skylight on a 20 fucking foot ceiling.
Dude, why does it have to be a high ceiling? I think I can get on the roof and do
Let's
it.
go.
Okay,
Go.
you've
Let's
heard-
get on the roof. I
Okay.
want to see you
I
get on
was
the
How
roof.
are
kidding.
you gonna get on the roof?
I mean, with the ladder.
Let's go. Come on. I'll get on the roof.
Do you know
Let's
how
go.
many people are hospitalized in America each year because of ladder
Yeah, but I
falls?
have two
To
perfectly
catch you?
capable people
I'll
to.
go on the roof. I don't care.
No, you will not.
Okay, I
You
won't.
will not go on my roof
Why are you being so weird?
because
Come on, let's go. Let's go fix it. Then we'll go
sensitive
back.
to my
3,000
roof, no.
people a year die from ladder falls. Okay.
All right,
I'm fine with
listen.
it.
I mean, I'm gonna be fine. It's ridiculous. I do need to change my tight pants.
And you broke the fucking tripod.
Damn it.
Come on, let's see. Let's see you all get on the roof.
Roof fix. Roof fix break.
All right, so look at this. So we're in here. We've been recording all morning and doing a little boozing. And this is where I'm sitting. Look at this nuclear square that I've just been sitting in. The whole couch is perfect except for that one zone.
Oh my god.
Look how terrible that looks. Look at it on the big screen. No, go back to the thing. Oops, sorry. Look at that. You just completely blitzed. Yeah. All right, so now we are going to fix it.
All right, we're gonna try anyway.
Let's go. We got this.
So I got some excess supplies here. Just green screen.
I might turn into the Hulk, but let's try it. Where's your ladder?
It's in the garage. If I fall off, wife, know that.
It was my idea.
Tell my unborn child that I loved her.
I will go on the roof before that works.
These are actually the ones you gave me.
Oh yeah. Those are the Merrill boots I gave you.
They
Or
have-
no, not Merrill. The
Yeah, or they
what
were.
are they? Are they Merrills?
They have.
Oh no, they're Kenetracks. I love those boots.
They have fantastic grip.
Yep.
So I'll feel safe.
I'm doing it in my flip flops, so you'll be fine. What, dude? It's nothing. I'm just climbing on the roof.
I want a little traction. I mean, you're.
Oh look for the OG brosteners. The old globe cooler from the old studio.
That's right.
That got super moldy because our White Claws exploded in there.
If you do want to help, you can grab that ladder that's right there.
Sure. Wait, this is your ladder?
Yeah.
Oh, now someone is gonna die. You don't have a real ladder?
Well, I mean, I don't think that's a fake ladder.
No, this is not a real ladder. I thought you had a real ladder. Like an actual ladder, not a step stool.
What's wrong with this?
It's not a ladder.
I might need the
This
fruit
is like the opposite of someone knowing how to handle their own. Oh, dude, this is the easiest roof ever to climb up. What are you talking about? I thought we were gonna have to get like a 30-foot ladder. This is nothing.
Let me go up first.
Hey, Peter, make sure you help him out. Give him some good support. Thanks, Kyle. We need your help. Peter, help him out. Thank you. Give him some nice support. I like how we're making this a thing.
meaty thighs.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are some ham
I'm
hocks.
like nervous. I
Peter, stop fondling our producer.
Take a shot.
Here, you want this?
Just toss it.
Toss it.
You're recording.
I'm coming up just to come up.
In sandals.
Be careful.
Do you want me to do it? I'm happy to do it.
No, I'm already up.
I watch fireworks from my roof every 4th of July. I love
big-
them out there.
What is this? Ooh, solar car. I should hose these off while I'm up here.
In the flip flops. That was the easiest thing ever. I can't believe how much
Push
you're
him up
driving.
so it shuts up. All right. Let's double it up so it's thicker.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Is that
Oh.
one gonna make a problem
I
now?
don't think it is.
We might need to leave your boots up here to hold it down. I'm not even kidding.
I told you it was windy.
I did not think it was windy.
Call Patrick, ask him for a hammer or something.
I got a staple gun.
Pat, yo, how green is this?
Is that Charlie?
Does that do the trick? That one too? Yeah, we gotta get both. Here, I'll leave my flip flops up here.
Those are common.
Huh? Yeah, that'll help.
Just ask him to bring up like a couple rocks or something.
I think this would be fine.
I'll go. Oh, there's no rocks here. There's like
We
two
will need your
manicured.
sandals as well.
It's fine.
I think this will be fine.
Found a random screw. Put my flip flops up here. Sweet.
probably forget these. I didn't pack other shoes.
Well, I mean, you're gonna leave with no shoes.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody, get solar. It's pretty great.
There we go. We're done.
I think we're good.
Crisis averted.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Sweet.
All right, no joking around. I don't want to fall. It would be funny if Forrest fell in that. Never. The city be clean. Did you just jump?
Yeah. It's easier than the ladder.
Oh my god. This is nerve-wracking.
Just jump like I did. It's way easier than the ladder.
No.
It's not, just jump.
Hot.
It's like 7 feet.
Oh,
Oh my god.
safe.
I like how you guys thought. I thought it was just. I didn't even know there was like this nice walkway roof. I thought we were gonna have to climb.
Instead of helping me.
I'm not gonna help you. It's like 8 feet.
This guy could
See, that's what I did. It's easy.
You guys have horrible knees. All right, good. We're good. Let's see. Let's
All right,
continue.
let's go back to our recording. Here you go.
What the hell?
Thanks. Oh, by the way, thanks, Patrick, for all the help. That was super cool.
Yeah, he's the worst, isn't he?
He is the worst.
Jesus.
Why do we like him?
He's worried about time. Where are you going?
Look at that. Look at that now.
So much better.
Perfect.
Look, he's gone. Pat is gone.
Where the hell did he go?
Oh, God.
I bet he's on the roof now.
All right.
Look at it. Look how perfect it looks
Hey.
now. Look, I'm gonna sit in.
Good job. Get
Group
in here,
hug,
Kyle.
group hug,
Well,
group
just like-
hug.
well, no, I was just going to select.
Oh, for that?
Good job.
Yeah. Look how good it looks, though. Look, now I sit in.
So much better, dude.
I don't look like nuclear anymore.
No.
Perfect.
The shoes are holding it. The boots are holding it down.
Yeah, it's great.
That's perfect.
Now, film it from the inside. Film that. Look at what we did. We're handy. We should open a contractor's business. We're that good.
Nobody would give you insurance for us.
All right. Good job. Patrick said we sounded like a herd of bull elephant on the roof.
You guys are insane. You know they just jumped off the roof.
I did not know that.
It's like
What? Why?
I don't
It's
know.
not. It's like 7 feet. It's not even tall.
I'm not going to
Rough
get
on
into
the-
it, but they're
rough
not
on the
old enough
knees.
to understand yet.
All right. Well, job well done. I think we all earned a fresh fat tire for that.
Yeah, I stayed down here and supervised. Yeah, still got a fully.
Pig, you were in here drinking a beer while we're working our asses off to make this show a reality.
That's right.
What a
That's
dick.
right.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, and Kyle. Cheers. We only got 2 left. Can't have one. Sorry.
Haha, none for Kyle. He's too young anyway.
All right. Well, while you guys were
All right,
while
yeah.
you guys were up there, I was looking at my cell phone.
Of course.
I got a text from a friend of mine that I need to share.
Please do.
So ridiculous. All right. So he's going on a. I'm not going to use names. He's talking about him, his wife, and he has two kids.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're leaving on a 9-day cross country road trip.
Yikes.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
How old are
sounds
the
great.
kids?
They're like 8 and 6.
Okay.
He said,
Not bad.
which may be fun, but more likely a disaster. Some actual questions his wife has asked him in the last 24 hours. 1, will we be stopping for snacks on the way? 2, should I be worried that our luggage will get stolen out of the car? 3, should we have rented a U-Haul?
Wow. Wow.
4, is it still snowy around Denver this time of year? 5, when are you going to pack times 25?
Right. Yeah, of course.
6, do we need our passports? Not leaving U.S. 7, did you pack a swimsuit? I haven't started packing. 8, do we need traveler's checks for anything?
Oh my God. To drive around the
Yeah.
U.S.
Yeah.
9, do the girls need to wear sunscreen in the car when we drive through the desert?
No way that was a real question.
I believe this. I believe this. 10, should I tell, and he's just put obscure acquaintance that I've barely heard of, that we're driving through town next week. And then he said, because we were like, what are you going to institute a no snacks policy? Like,
Right,
what is
right.
that question
Yeah.
about? He said, I'm actually the one who likes stopping for snacks. She's the one who likes to drive fast, like the astronaut who wore the diaper and gets very mad if we don't make good time.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
very funny.
I will say that although women, when your wife, your girlfriend, when you're going to go on a trip with them, The anxiety in their face and eyes for the previous 2 weeks is palpable in the whole house. It's like sometimes I just want to be like, I would rather not take the trip at all than deal with this 2 weeks of like packing.
You know
doing
what's funny?
things.
It's the polar opposite in my household.
Really?
Swear to God. Jessica won't pack until the day we're leaving. Her shit will be everywhere, and I'm freaking out. And granted, our trips are a little different to your average, like pack a bag of clothes.
You're taking the dry bag and all that stuff.
Yeah, so
you
I've
need.
got all of my gear laid out in the office for 3 weeks ahead of time. The snake hooks, the fishing gear, the bows, the this. I've got all, it's like I'm working on like, okay, I got to put new spool on this reel. And like I'm working on all the gear. And she's like, we're not leaving for 3 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, because if I don't go through it now, then anything I need to order from Amazon or wherever doesn't arrive in time.
Yeah.
And she's just, granted, she only has to pack a bag of clothing, but like I'm the one who's going through every piece of gear completely meticulously.
Oh, it's totally the polar opposite because what my wife does is put things in and out of the suitcase repeatedly, like, oh, I want to wear this, then, oh, no, I don't want to. And I'm like,
pack and
so
unpack like
packing
4
the
times.
clothes is what your experience is packing the gear.
Exactly
you know?
right. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly
I will
right.
say, it's the same for me where it's like 2-3 weeks, maybe up to a month of like planning and research.
Yeah.
And I'm doing none of it. And then I'm grumpy about having to answer questions.
Right.
That you don't know you didn't even know the question.
She's like, oh, do
leading
you
into
think
it.
on the Thursday we're going to want to go do this? And I'm like, how would I possibly know?
Yeah.
But then when I get there, I've done no work and everything is planned beautifully.
And it's perfect.
100%.
That's also the same in my
Especially
household.
when you have kids, dude. Like, I don't know if my kid would have survived had my wife not planned out everything.
Oh,
we
no.
needed to take.
None of our children would
There
have
would
made
be
it.
there would be no diapers, no blanket.
You'd be buying it at like 7-Eleven for $40 for 8 diapers.
Oh,
Jess left for 4 days to go camping last week. There was no food in the kitchen. There was a laundry pile that was nearly touching the ceiling. Like, I didn't know where to get fresh towels. Kyle slept over. Kyle, confirm. He's driving down from San Francisco. I'm like, just crash at my house. He shows up. I'm like, I don't know where the blankets are. I don't know where the pillows are.
By the way, did you tell Jess? Because it would be unacceptable for a wife to allow one of
Are you
your
kidding
friends
me?
to come over in a
I'd be
dirty
in
house.
so much trouble if I told her that he slept on the couch and I didn't know how to find a blanket, so he used a towel.
Yeah.
It's a towel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't fucking know where
That's
these things
amazing.
are.
God.
Oh, dude, so I can't do anything when it comes to the kid. Like I take care of the kid.
Yeah.
But for leaving the house, no chance.
No, you're the fun parent.
I have exactly.
Exclusively.
So when we were flying back east for Christmas, we bought coach tickets, and I was getting anxious about that. So I had a few beers and upgraded us to first class.
We
Well
remember.
done.
We
Well,
talked
I
about
remember.
I
it.
did
Yeah,
talk
that was
about
good.
it. I did talk about it. She's like, asked me what it's a dumb question on the way to the airport. She's like, you upgraded Gabriella's flight to first class as well, right? And I was like, yeah. And then just in my head, I was like, nah, I didn't. I forgot. So I upgraded us to first class and just forgot that a baby was traveling with us. So the baby's still in seat 32C by the toilet.
Yeah.
So we just had to eat that ticket and just let her sit on our lap in first
Oh,
class.
brutal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, brutal, but the fact that you immediately just said, oh, yeah. of course.
Yeah.
And then had time to like plan what you were going to do.
No repercussions.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it must not have saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, men are horrible planners when it comes to this type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I am so last minute on stuff and it causes me stress, but whenever I get to where I'm going, I just buy whatever. Like if I forgot it,
Right.
I know that I'll be able to take care of it. When you have a kid and your wife and everybody's going, there's no like going to take care. Like, what am I going to go to the store while they sit in the car?
Well, you also can't replace the one teddy bear that must be in the crib for them to sleep.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
That's
exactly
not
right.
happening.
Well,
All
what's
right.
in the box?
That was
Well,
fun.
yeah, I was just about to tell you guys. So
Oh, yeah.
you guys saw the box.
I've seen your box.
Patrick.
I want to know what's in it.
You want to smash it or no?
I just want to know what's
Oh.
inside, Bal.
God, he's
Kyle,
got a
not
bad
funny.
box.
Huh?
Yuck, bad box.
I got a mystery box.
What is this?
Okay, so I'll tell you. I got you guys some presents. Okay?
Ooh.
It's fun, but we're going to play a little game around the presents.
Nice.
Okay? I'm going to hand you a box. Oh, yeah, you're both drinking in simultaneity. I'm going to hand you a box. Don't look. No.
Ooh, those boxes are fancy.
ornate.
Okay, that's good.
It's a beautiful
So
box.
got hand
Okay,
wood burning
Patrick,
on it.
that's yours. No opening. No
Okay.
opening. Okay? Peter, this one's yours. Okay?
They all have a B on them.
Yeah. For badass.
Very ornate.
Okay.
E?
That's
Now-
like hand woodburn.
By the way, if the present is just this box,
You
I'll be pretty
won.
happy.
I know it's a really nice
Yeah,
box. Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's a pretty snazzy gift. So I recently went to an event. Okay, the Explorers Club, the ECAD, the Explorers Club annual dinner,
Uh-huh.
and I got a lot of compliments on a piece of my attire. Okay,
Oh,
stand by. Don't let it
Okay.
go. Okay,
Shoes, socks,
and
socks.
that piece of my attire led to many conversations about the Wild Times podcast.
Really?
And yeah, it did. And you'll understand why when you open the box. But before you open the box, I'm going to give you each one guess to see if you can figure out what is in this very nice wooden box.
By the way, it smells. I love the smell
that
of
pine-
like fresh cut
Okay, so it's a
wood.
piece of attire. It's
Yeah.
small. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it.
Nope.
Fancy. It
I'm
looks
gonna
fancy.
guess it was a very fancy tie.
Good guess. Peter?
I'm gonna go with like a fancy pin of some sort.
Ooh, yeah,
Good
pin.
guesses. Okay. Feel free to open your
You
boxes.
go
This
first.
is highly
Actually,
exciting.
one. Let's do it on three. One,
One,
two.
3. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
So these, as you
A
guys
bow
will read,
tie.
are
Oh my
brackish
God.
bow ties. These are sustainably sourced feathered
that.
bow ties that are made
my
in Charleston, South Carolina. Aren't these cool? From different feathers. Mine's made out of pheasant.
So these are made out of just
Real feathers.
and sustainably sourced
Yep.
feathers.
Yep. And so I
crazy.
wore one that was guinea fowl to the Explorers Club dinner, and people, and if you read your little card, it'll tell you where it's from and everything else. But I wore one to the Explorers Club dinner, and people were coming up to me out of the woodwork and being like, "Oh my God, I love your guinea fowl bow tie." And I was like, "Oh, I'm a wildlife biologist, and I do this show, and I do this podcast." And
Yeah.
it just got so much attention.
This was the black tie, or you had to get a tux for this event.
Yep, it was a
Oh
black
yeah,
tie
I
event.
remember
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, black tie
Yeah.
event. And so I wore one of these bow ties and matching
me see
cufflinks.
yours.
I got a pheasant one because I already had a black one, so I got a brown
Wow,
one this
dude.
time.
That's
By the
Also
way,
I
you
picked,
picked
so.
the perfect one for me. I would probably never wear anything other than a black because I would like not know what to wear it with or anything.
I know
Oh,
it's not
dude.
something you're going to wear a lot, but when you do, it is going to be a centerpiece.
Dude,
People are
this-
going to come up out of nowhere, talk to you about your bow tie. And it's like so us, right? It's wildlife, it's animals, it's sustainably sourced.
it's brackish?
They're beautiful. Brackish, that's the name of the company.
Goose. So mine's made of goose, pheasant, and rooster feathers. Which animal's the pink from?
Probably dyed goose.
Okay.
Yeah, probably
Dude,
dyed goose.
So
Awesome.
I know where I saw this. Bill Murray was wearing. I'm a big like Chicago guy, and Bill Murray's from Chicago. I saw a picture of him and they were making a big deal out of his bow tie in like the news article.
Oh, really?
And it was this. It
Oh,
was
you're
a
kidding.
brackish bow tie.
Oh, Kyle, pull that up. See if you can find that. Bill Murray wearing a feathered
Dude,
or
thank
brackish
you.
bow tie. Yeah, I thought you guys would like that. They're
I
really.
like it too
I
in my
loved
eye.
mine, and I was like, I'm gonna get more, so I got a second one, and then I was like, I gotta get you guys some because
Bro.
it's so
Yeah.
wild. It's like the Wild Times bow tie, a feathered bow tie.
Well,
I mean,
here's the thing.
yeah, it's great.
I've never worn a bow tie.
Not yet.
Now I'm going to be
Oh no,
wearing bow ties.
not even at your wedding.
No, didn't. I mean,
I was just asking.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Bill Murray with his.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, I knew I saw this. I knew I saw
Nice.
these crazy. But dude,
Ooh, I
this
like
is
yours,
it's
too.
like pure. It's like legit feathers. So,
Yeah.
Goose feathers for Peter.
where are they? Where are they
at
located
this.
in?
South
feathers.
Carolina, Charleston.
And it's sustainably like these are all sustainable.
Yeah. Sustainably sourced materials designed and handcrafted in Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow. Are they? I mean, this box looks handmade. Are these like made to order?
I don't know. You can go to the website. They have a whole bunch of different styles.
There's
and-
no way that this isn't handmade. This is
Oh,
like
they're handmade, but they're not. I don't think each one's custom. But
Very cool. Now
um,
let me ask you this:
yeah,
Did you actually have to pay for these?
no.
Oh,
I reached
okay.
out to them, and
Oh,
they were
okay.
super cool. And I told them that I was going to give them to you
Dude, these
guys.
are
and-
sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. No, they
Did
were
you
super cool
get
about
them as a sponsor or?
it. Not yet. We're working our way there. But no, I
This is
yeah,
awesome.
They're just really
Thank
neat.
you very much.
You're welcome.
Now
Dude,
we
it's
need-
brackish.
My wife is gonna. She already likes Forrest too much, and it makes it like creeps me out.
Yeah, he does do that.
And now I'm not even gonna tell her about it.
No, you are. I'm going to tell her about it.
Now I need an event to go to.
Yes,
that
definitely.
I can wear this to. Maybe Animal Con. Maybe I'll dress up one day.
Oh, yeah.
You're telling people.
We haven't mentioned it yet.
Oh yeah, Animal.
This
we're
is
going.
the announcement. Big
All right, here we go.
announcement.
This is it.
Here we go.
I
Tell
thought we
them.
announced it.
Tell them what we're doing.
The Wild Times crew, all 4 of us, are going to be broadcasting live
Live, baby.
for 4 hours a day on a stage with some seats and everything.
Yep,
At Animal Con USA for 2 days.
that's right.
Doing some interviews with some of the influencers.
Some
who
of the
come
world's
through.
biggest wildlife and animal space influencers, YouTubers, TV show personalities, you name it, friends of the pod, new people, Brian Barczyk, Chris Gillette, the list goes on and on and on. It's going to be an insane event. We're there September 15th through the 17th. It's in Orlando. You guys can come and hang out, especially on the Saturday when it's open to the public. We'll be there. We're grabbing beers. We're drinking. We're hanging out. Might
Dark
be
and
wearing our new
Stormies.
bow ties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's good, and we're going to be streaming live. So I'm super excited about the live streaming, and as a layman, interacting with a bunch of high-profile animal guys,
Yeah.
and just
and
sounding like a
gals
dumbass
and
talking
everything
to
else.
them.
Live animals, great stories from the field, streaming live from AnimalCon. So if you can't make it to Orlando, you can tune in. It's going to be a blast.
I'm a little nervous about getting everything set up right. So even if you weren't going to tune in to see if we can make this live happen correctly on YouTube.
This is in the same episode.
That's
we
why we're
climbed on the
going. That's
roof.
why we're going a day early.
Yeah,
It's true.
it
It's
is.
true.
Yeah. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun
can't wait.
challenge. I think to 4 hours, 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Live.
Live.
Lot of
No swearing.
Vodka Red Bulls. Keep us
Definitely.
through it.
Here's what you do.
Yeah.
You start out with a vodka Red Bull first.
Okay, just
'Cause the
one.
caffeine's-
Just one.
I think just one of those.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you switch over. It's gonna be hot and humid, baby. Dark and stormy.
Oh,
You
that's
really
your
gotta.
drink.
We really
Just
gotta.
a
You gotta
treat.
taper your
You got to
your
think
drink.
about it because there's a strategy.
You need to.
Yeah, you
It's
really
true.
need to.
Well, Forrest doesn't. He has 2 beers and he's out for the day.
yeah, but I know
Hi,
when to drink
Forrest
those beers.
Galante.
You drink
Welcome
them
to the
in
podcast.
15 seconds when the show
Yeah.
starts.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I have anxiety. You don't. It's different. It's my medicine.
Mojito, so vodka Red Bull, dark and stormy, then mojitos by the pool after.
And listen, like
Yeah.
you guys
Blackberry
are on. You
mojito,
guys are used to
muddled,
doing.
fresh.
You're used to doing things like this, especially you. But even you, Pat, you've done interviews. That
You're
are,
on your 211th episode
It's
right
different. This
I
is
know.
private. This is like private. I can do whatever I want. This, like being at an event, this is what you and I talked about on our podcast in 2010 when we did our first podcast. We're like, live shows. That's what we got to do. It's going to be fun.
now. Imagine how
It's gonna be-
sweaty he's going to be.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's
hot.
gonna be so
It better
hot.
have AC.
No, we'll be inside. It'll be fine.
I'm going to wear no shirt with the brackish bow tie.
Oh, if we're indoors, for some reason I'm picturing that we're like
in
at
a garden.
essentially like in a tiki hut
Yeah.
with people swimming in the pool
a
behind
fire
us.
in the
I mean,
middle.
we could do that.
If we're indoors, I'm definitely gonna wear my new bow tie.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Nice white short sleeve button down and a handsome bow tie.
What
Hell
about
yeah.
What about a tuxedo T-shirt and the bow tie for me?
Yay, that could be your thing, man.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh.
No, the people will take you very seriously.
Yeah.
The guests.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is true. Like, I try not to make myself such a clown because it just comes off that way, anyways. I don't want to be judged by the cover, you know. You don't.
I understand.
But Animal Con, the 15th to the 17th, man.
AnimalConUSA.com is their website. If
Yeah.
you're
Get your
interested.
tickets.
We
Come
will
hang out.
Be there.
We'll be there. Tune in if you can't make it. Peter, do the thing.
Yeah, there'll be a link soon up on our website, wildtimes.club/info. And listen, this is a podcast. It's free. We do 2 a month. We do 4 more podcasts every month for a total of 6. You can get them all if you go to Spotify. There's a subscribe button. Get the other 4 bonus pods. You go to Patreon, you get the other 4 bonus pods plus these. And, you know, we love doing this, and it is... we love you, so go do that, and I think I'm done.
His voice got really high by the
He
end.
started
And
to
gentle.
talk like this as he got
really
to wrap up.
soft and gentle. Good job.
I got
And
to
if,
do that
if
roof
you made
thing.
it through that, if you made it through this whole episode with the bad lighting, the roof climb, the gifting, everything that happened, just go and leave a nice comment that says
brackish bow
Why'd you,
tie.
why'd, you
Brackish
go,
bow tie.
why'd you go jet black for him and then pink? I love this and will wear. I like
why'd
this
you go
more than that one. But
pink
why'd
for
you go
Pat?
pink for me? Just
I thought that he wouldn't wear it unless it was simple black and elegant. to
You're
be
wrong,
honest.
though.
And I thought that you, like myself, are a little bit louder, like to have a centerpiece.
Louder?
These are just my guesses.
Okay.
And then I went for one that was, even not as colorful, but just got a lot of patterning.
Kyle,
Pheasant.
who's the loudest of us 3?
Definitely you.
Okay, thanks for the plain black, jackass.
Loud in.
it's a nice bow tie.
All right, good
Jeez.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Brackish bow tie.
Comment.